Hey, what's up? So it's been a few days and I finished making my brackets for the oil cooler to mount it to the radiator, and just kind of want to show what I did and then mount it into the car. So I'll show you that. Okay, so here's the radiator and oil cooler mounted together. It was pretty simple to do, nothing really hard. I went to two places to get the hardware to do it. The L brackets you see right here, I went to Walmart and got 2 packs of shelf brackets they use to mount shelves to walls and stuff like that. Drilled the holes out for 6mm bolts and then cut the ends off because I didn't need the full lengths. Also still using the stock bracket, which wasn't hard at all to do. And then on this side, I have 2 L brackets bolted together in the middle. Let's see, I got 2 long of bolts for the bottom, so I had to put like 4 washers on it for it to mount correctly, or bolt in correctly. And then up here, same thing. I just didn't want to use the stock bolts, which I could have, but those are also too long, so I ended up having to put 2 washers on that. And then I did mock it up in the car. I didn't install it, but I just mocked it up for clearance, and it has perfect clearance. Doesn't come close to touching anything, so I'm going to call this a win. So the next thing to do is install it in the car, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so our radiator and oil cooler is now in, and just to recheck on the fitment, just to show you how pretty much close to stock it is. I'm trying to get my phone all the way down there. You can see it. Clearance all the way around, doesn't touch anything. So next thing to do is to raise the engine up, get my 13B engine mount off, and install a 12A engine mount, which I finally got. So yeah, let's go and do that now. Okay, so engine's finally fully mounted and not resting on the engine mounts anymore, which is really bad for them. But really happy to have that out of the way finally. And you may or may not notice, but I'm wearing different clothes and my hair did get shorter. And it's not some magic bullshit. A few days passed, some shit came up right after I finished the time lapse, and it's a few days later now, and well, here I am. Engine's finally fully mounted, and I'm very happy about it to finally get that out of the way. But it also brought forward some new major issues. Well, one major issue, and that is with the exhaust header that I installed. So while it does in fact bolt right up to the Racing Bee mid pipe or intermediate pipe, I'm gonna hold my phone down here and try and lift this up. It doesn't actually mount to the exhaust studs. I don't know if you can tell from the video, I can't really see my screen, but it sits about a full inch forward past these exhaust studs. So what I'm gonna have to do is either modify my exhaust hangers, or sorry, I had to clear my throat, or cut the header itself and then shorten it, and then see where it sits, and then weld it back up, and then it should fit. The other major issue I have is with my clutch. So my clutch line is all the same, except for there's a brand new slave cylinder. It's the exact same one I had before with the 13B, but there's a 12A in here now, so that's obviously different. And let's see, the clutch fork's the same. Let's see, the I forget what bearing it is. Throwout bearing. Throwout bearing is the same. I didn't have a new one on hand, so I put a used one in. But now I may have to drop my trans because if I push the clutch in, which this is fully bled, and I do feel pressure in it when I push the clutch, it doesn't actually reach the clutch fork. Now, why that is, I'm not 100% sure, but here is my old flywheel pressure plate and clutch, my burned nasty ass clutch. I don't know what pressure plate this is, but it could be that I have the wrong pressure plate in, or it could be I have the wrong clutch fork, because the flywheels are different between RX7 and 8312A, I believe this is, or whichever one has the tall ports. But yeah, either way, I may have to drop my trans to fix this issue. Or another thing I could try is like taking a bolt that's longer than the little shaft that's in the slave cylinder, and seeing if, you know, bolting that in will actually allow me to push it. And if that is the case, then I'll just get another shaft that's longer, and that should fix that issue. But let's hope it's that easy, but it's probably not going to be. So until I figure that out, yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it for a few weeks, because tonight I'll be going on a bus for 17 hours to Texas, because I'll be, you know, there for annual training for the Army. So in a few weeks I can come back and handle this shit. But when I do come back, I do have some other projects in store, and I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of a preview of that now. Okay, so here in front of me I have a couple projects that I've been working on in the last few days. One is doing a wrinkle black finish on my alternator, which actually came out really well. Looks absolutely awesome. I mean, it can improve in some areas, but still came out great, and I'm very happy with it. The second is modifying this built to apex side mount alternator bracket to you know, work with a screw bolt adjustment thingy, bolt tensioner. I think that's what it's called. So basically just shaving this off and then cutting this tip off and then welding it on to the edge. Then I won't have to touch my pretty alternator with a bar to tighten the belts or anything like that. But let's see, when I get back, I posted some pictures of this alternator on my Facebook, and it seems like a lot of people are really interested in learning how to do an alternator in wrinkle black, because when I looked up on YouTube, I couldn't find anything on it, just doing valve covers and shit like that. And honestly, this is really easy to do. The work's really just tedious, and that's it. But if you're willing to put in the work and you actually finish, then yeah, that's what the video will be for, and it'll be a full step-by-step guide. So that's something to look forward to in a couple weeks when I get back. Yeah, so that's about it for today. Really excited to get back here and get going on these projects and get going on the car again. Hopefully before the end of this month I'll actually get the car going and roadworthy again, because I need a fucking daily driver. But actually, I really should get going on that RX-8 too, because if it was going, I wouldn't have this fucking problem. But I'm lazy, and it's my own fault. I brought it on myself. Did it myself. Fucking rotaries. I love them, but I hate them. But I love them because I hate them. What are you gonna do? Let's see. Also, when I get back, I should have some more updates on the Killer B build. I got some new parts in for it, and a couple things with the build did change a little bit, not drastically, but just due to condition of the parts. But I will talk about that in one of my future update videos, and until then, see ya.